I am drunk. It is like 3 in the morning. I don't know what I'm doing, but fuck it. Let's do it. So today we are looking at Tim Burton's Corpse Bride, which was actually chosen by the winner of my 500 sub giveaway, Troy David. So this one's for you. Directed by Tim Burton and Mike Johnson, which I did not know it had two directors and stars. Of course, Johnny Depp. Of course, Helena Bonham Carter. We have Emily Watson and motherfucking Christopher Lee, which was awesome. I had no idea Christopher Lee was going to be in this. Oh, what a joy that was just to hear him. Man, Christopher Lee, dude, is so awesome. And then really quick, I need to note the music was done by Danny Elfman because it was fucking outstanding. Oh, I loved it. This is a musical stop motion movie, animated movie, which was just phenomenal from beginning to fucking end. And if you don't know, the story follows Victor, who is a groom-to-be set to marry Victoria, and they both never met each other before. Their introduction day, they're practicing their wedding, and of course, Victor being the insecure, unsure of himself type of guy, cannot remember his vows and gets scolded by fucking Christopher Lee and ends up running off. First of all, if Christopher Lee scolded me, I'm with you right there. I'll be dipping, dude. He gets scolded by Christopher Lee and he runs off into the woods and he's all just doubting himself. He starts practicing his vows. He can't get it right at first, but then of course he just gets into this trance where the zone. He just feels it and he just gets his vows right. But while doing so, he ends up placing his ring on what he thinks is a tree branch, but it ends up being the hand of the corpse bride and breaks the spell and brings the corpse bride to life. And I love this scene of her just rising from the grave. It was so well done. And now he must find a way back from the land of the dead and figure out how to break the spell. This movie. Okay, so I'm not too familiar with his stop motion movies. I literally just watched Night Before Christmas, just probably last year around Christmas time was the first time I've ever watched that movie. I remember seeing a lot of people, wearing the clothing, but I just never watched it when I was young. So this was my second stop motion movie of his, and God, it was so awesome. The music alone is so good. I love the song Remains of the Day. It was okay. I'm getting ahead of myself. So this is a stop motion movie, and I just cannot imagine how long it freaking took to make this, or just the amount of effort it takes to make a stop motion 10-minute movie, yet alone a fucking hour and 20-minute movie. The facial expressions that a lot of these characters pull off is so good and done so freaking well. There's a part at the beginning where it's the father of Victoria, and everybody's pretty much kind of seem a little greedy, but Victoria's parents definitely seem a lot more greedy than Victor's parents. And Victoria's dad is told, smile, and he's trying so hard to let that smile. He's like, how you doing? This is looking so good. You know what I'm talking about when people try to smile that don't often smile in a movie. They just look so ridiculous. I love that. But you see his eye twitching, and there's just so many other scenes like that where they show their facial expressions, and it's just so fucking, so captivating. And just, I love that. Just, okay. Can't get too crazy. It's very late. But let's talk about the music, because two songs that really stuck out with me was the very first opening song, According to Plan, basically kind of introducing you to the world and how these people operate and their intentions. I fucking loved it. And then the other song was the Remains of the Dead, which basically is the story of Emily, the corpse bride. And it was this movie has a very dark tone. Of course, kids are probably not going to pick up on it, but adults are going to watch this and you're just going to be like, damn, this is kind of fucked up. This is kind of dark. Really, dude? This is, the themes in the movie, you're talking about murder, betrayal, shit like that, dude, in an animated movie. Love it. Christopher Lee, dude. Oh shit. His voice is fucking powerful. Like the ones that really stuck with me, the lines, was when he was like, learn your vows. Oh, I just thought about Saruman, like I love Christopher Lee, man. Dracula. And really quick, I just want to say, like, I've heard people say this often or before, but Tim Burton is definitely a great gateway into horror for like your kids. Like, a lot of his movies, Beetlejuice, fucking this one's not really horror, but another movie I really enjoy of his is fucking Big Fish. A lot of his other movies are just fucking great segues to get your kid into horror. Like, I watched The Nightmare Before Christmas. If I would have saw that as a kid, that definitely would have fucking leaned me a lot earlier into horror than I'm a late bloomer, as they call it in horror. And I was watching, Power Rangers and just dumb shit when I was Disney. So Disney did have some good original movies. Don't Look Under the Bed is one movie I'll never forget. Okay, we are fucking digressing. But two really good fucking creepy scenes that I felt were like genuinely creepy in this movie. The first scene is going to be when he's saying his vows in the forest. He's practicing and he happens to awaken the bride. That scene where she's like waking up and everything is very haunting. Like I can't imagine watching that as a kid and just be like, holy shit, that's fucking creepy. And then the other scene I thought was like even creepier than that actually topped it, was when Victor, spoilers, happens to make his way back to the land of the living, and he goes to visit Victoria and is followed by Emily. And you see her climbing up the balcony, and she opens the door, and she sees fucking Victor and Victoria together, and he realizes what's going on and says the magic word to head back to the land of the dead. But the look she gives and the zoom in on her face, and it's just like hopscotch. Okay, the fucking word is hopscotch. I know. But still, that look and everything, you can just see it. She is just wicked pissed. Seriously, when I watched that the first time the other night, I was genuinely like, holy shit, that was fucking good. And one of my favorite scenes in the movie was when Victoria ends up sneaking out of her house and runs over to Christopher Lee at the church, trying to ask for his help, basically letting him know that, Victor's married a corpse bride. There must be a way to undo this spell. Basically talking like shit like that, right? And Christopher Lee is first like, what is this blasphemy that you talk of? And then he's listening. He's like, you know what? I think I know of a way to help you. But come with me first. And the next fucking scene is he rats her out to her parents. He just brings her right back home. And he's like, your daughter's speaking in tongues. She don't know what the fuck she's talking about. Lock her up. It was so good. Okay, and one last thing I want to talk about before I wrap up this video is I absolutely loved how dead the land of the living looked versus how lively the land of the dead looked. Like, holy shit, it is fucking night and day. Like, seriously, the land of the living is all grim, bleak, black and white and gray, pretty much. Everybody is just dead-like and greedy. Like, even when people are working, they're just like mindlessly fucking just cutting fish, and at some point, Emily, Victor gets taken away back to the land of the dead, and Emily is basically given away to some other random stranger. And at that point, she just loses all personality. She's just dead, like, for like a bit of the movie. She's just wide-eyed. Yes, I do. I fucking love that contrast between those two things. And the land of the dead is one of the coolest things ever. When they perform that song, Remains of the Day, it is so cool. You got all the skeletons doing this piece. Spooky, scary skeletons. Oh, and it's just very vibrant, very just lively down there. And you got the fucking land of the living that just sucks. Absolutely sucks. I loved it, dude. This is such a cool movie. I am so glad that the person who won recommended this movie in particular. Never seen it. I don't know if I would have ever had an intention to watch it because I don't know. I'm not too big on like stop motion animated movies too much. I was when I was younger, but then I kind of just fell out of that phase. But this made me want to check out another movie of his called Frankenweenie, which I found out, and I remember seeing that one coming out too, but I never watched it. Okay, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and shut up because I'm drunk and it's like 3 something in the morning. I should not be talking like this fucking late with these paper thin walls right behind me. Anyways, I hope if you're still watching, I hope you enjoy this content and my half-ass review of fucking Corpse Bride by Tim Burton and Mike Johnson, which I should note because I legit thought it was only a Tim Burton movie. I think I heard the neighbors right behind me, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Happy Spookies.